now you are a single mom and you're living by yourself, they will assume that hey, if you associate with my wife or this, you're going to also influence her into being like you.
Exactly. You just remark that Nigerian girls have a lot of sugar daddies. So like I said earlier, it's not only in Kenya, they just feel like, oh, you have a sugar daddy. If you dress so good, also it must be a man sponsoring your outfit. So that is something that is so popular.
So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Malika, and today I'm chilling with Millie. She's also a YouTuber. I'm gonna leave her link in the description. And I'm in the streets of Nairobi, and today we are just doing this random video. First of all, before I continue, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. Join this family, let's grow together. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for always coming back. Yeah, I really appreciate it, and I love you guys so much. So today, this is just a random video, guys. We didn't plan, so I just wanted to talk with this Millie. By the way, she's Nigerian, yes, of course, and I just wanted to talk about, you know, like the assumptions that people make of assumptions that people have on Nairobi girls, Kenyan girls as a whole, but specifically Nairobi. You know, like first of all, me being like a single mom, I live by myself, I do everything by myself. There's this one assumption that like really pisses me off. You know, everyone thinks that me being a girl, I can't provide for myself, I can't pay rent on my own, I have to depend on a man to do that for me. You know, like you can't live a good life in peace. People will be there thinking like, no, she's not doing that by herself. There must be an old man somewhere, not even a man, an old man somewhere sponsoring her. You know, like, do you have such things in Nigeria?
We do. Actually, people try to validate their own insecurities, I think so, on people, just because they can't do it. When they see you as a girl, as a young girl doing it, they feel threatened. And they begin to, they feel threatened. And they begin to have all these misconceptions. It must be a man. How dare she? She thinks she's all that.
So it's not just a Kenyan thing?
It's not just a Kenyan thing. It's not just a Kenyan thing, even in Nigeria. In fact, on Instagram, on Nigerian Instagram, I mean Instagram, but like Nigerian creators, if you post maybe you bought a car or you bought a fancy house, people will begin to say, oh, it's the sugar daddy that bought it for her.
Exactly. So it's not just a Kenyan thing.
Yeah, it's like, not. They just believe girls cannot work hard to get their own money.
Girls cannot give themselves a good life.
Exactly.
Which is really bad, because like most of us are really working so hard. You know, we are trying so hard to have a good life. Is it a sin to have a good life because you're single? Yeah, another thing that maybe nowadays at least it's changing a little bit, but you know, being a single mom, some other people, they don't want to associate with you. Some other people, they will say like, especially some, you know, like men who have married women.
I also think what you're trying to say is there's a misconception that is so popular about single women. They feel if you have a child out of wedlock, then it's going to be hard for you to get married. Do they have it here? That is a misconception they have in Nigeria. That is a misconception people have. They just feel like, oh, you've already had a child for another man, so it's going to be hard for you to find a husband and settle down at the end. But it's a lie. I've even seen people with 5 children remarrying.
Exactly.
So that is not true.
Life happens. Anyone can be a single mother, any married person. You never know. You know, like people are dying every day. There are some marriages which don't work totally. You try your best, and me, I wouldn't advise anyone to stay in a violent relationship, because people are going to say, like, if you leave, people are going to say you're single, like, why did you leave your house? No, if something is not working out, your peace of mind is much important than any other thing. You know?
Agree.
So, like, being a single mom is not a sin. It's not a sin. Like, situation, and we are like this because we chose like peace of mind.
There are so many ladies that actually give birth and then give up their babies for adoption. So we should actually appreciate the ones who take their time to take care of their kids, you know, and raise them by themselves. In my opinion, I think those are the strongest people. Like she's so strong, she does it all. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Really, it's amazing.
Thank you. assumptions in Nigeria? Like, what do you have to deal with that really pisses you off, and you're like, why are they assuming?
Okay. I would say one thing. If you're walking on the streets of Nigeria, I'm Nigerian, but I'm just going to say the truth. If you're walking on the streets of Nigeria, and maybe Nigerian men are entitled, and it's not a misconception, it's the truth. If you're walking on the streets of Nigeria, and maybe a guy sees you and likes you and calls, oh Malika, and maybe you keep going. Okay, maybe he doesn't know you, he just calls, hey girl, and you keep going, you just ignore him, and he calls you and you keep going. The guy will just switch on you. Look at you.
What?
Do you think you're fine? Is it because I'm
Are you serious?
Yes. Is it because I'm even calling you? See her legs. See her tummy. You're so stupid. Yeah, I'm telling you. They do that. So they feel so entitled. Like, how dare she not answer me? I'm the alpha male. How dare you?
Oh my God.
That is it.
And this reminds me of some time back. This is like happened a few years back. I was walking in Nairobi with my dad, and there was these two guys behind us. So this one kept on making compliments of, hey, mrembo, super. That means like fine girl, you know. And my dad, I'm with my dad there, you know, like I could not
So
assume.
disrespectful.
Yeah, and they started being disrespectful, and my dad told me like, let's just keep walking. That was so embarrassing. Like, unajiringa ta una sura in English means
in Nigeria too.
hey, and I'm like, you can't see I'm with my dad right here. Maybe they didn't know it's my dad, and they're like, hey, you're pretending you're not even pretty. Look at you. We have prettier girls more than you, and you can't even. Hey, like, do they expect me to tell my dad like, Dad, step aside a little bit, I want to talk to this man, you know? Hey, men sometimes, please be considerate. Like, these things, you can do better than this.
Yeah. Another misconception people have about Nigerian, let me say Nigerian girls, are the fact that Nigerian girls have a lot of sugar daddies. So like I said earlier, it's not only in Kenya, they just feel like, oh, you have a sugar daddy. If you dress so good, also it must be a man sponsoring your outfit. Yeah. So that is something that is so popular. But I feel like people are breaking out now because there are a lot of independent women now springing up. So I feel like it's actually reducing. People are learning and unlearning what they had in their predestined mind. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, actually it has to, because like some things,
it's hard.
some things they just have to, you know. And another thing, one more thing that I was forgetting, you know, like there are some people, like a man, I don't know if I said it before, but they are, because now you are a single mom and you're living by yourself, they will assume that, hey, if you associate with my wife or this, you're going to also influence her into being like you.
Exactly. You just reminded me a point. Another point I would state, it's not really a misconception. I think it's both a misconception and the truth. People feel like if you have a child, then maybe you had a bad character that made your ex to abandon you.
Exactly.
But people don't know that people die, people probably are not compatible. There are lots of things that could actually make someone a single mom. Another thing is people feel like if you're married, you should cut off your old friends. Do they have that in Kenya?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I've actually
like, now you're married right now.
Yeah.
Focus on your husband. And I'm like,
I've actually had friends who have gotten married and have cut me off.
Really?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Why? As long as you are a good friend, what's the reason?
Yeah, they just
behind
feel
this?
like, oh, you're single, so you should actually, mingle with single people. You should not mingle with married people, so you don't bring your singlehood and spoil. Yeah.
Hey, but that's not how it's supposed to be, because if a friend was there for you, like in
but
the
when they are forcing you to buy their ashwebi,
what's that?
Ashwebi is the outfit, maybe like a lace,
they're selling
during the marriage, and the sell is very expensive. Maybe like it goes from around 20,000, 15,000 naira, which is about, I think, 5,000 Kenyan shillings.
Wow.
So when you're buying their ashwebi for their marriage, they don't cut you off. You spend your hard-earned money and buy these fancy dresses and dance for them, make their occasion look so good, and then they cut you off.
Just like that.
Bitch, return my money.
Because your mistake is you're single. Your mistake is because you're single, you're not married. Hey. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Do you have any other thing to say?
I'm actually in Kenya, and I would say Kenyan people are so friendly.
Aww.
I got to meet Malika, I got to meet Miss Trudy. Everyone is so friendly. Actually, I even met one guy today that I was walking on the road with my friend, and he just came up to me and said, "Are you okay? You look like a foreigner."
Aww.
They would never do that in Nigeria. No, they would never do that in Nigeria.
Hey.
But he just walked up to me and said, "Oh, you look like a foreigner. Are you okay? Are we treating you fine?"
Aww.
That just melted my heart.
That's so
So
nice.
I think Kenyans are one of the most amazing people I've met.
Kenyans are
Yeah,
the best.
they are.
Kenyans are the best, you know. Yeah, so thank you so much guys for watching. If you think there's something else we've left out, please leave a comment, like this video, and if you haven't subscribed by now, please subscribe. Also subscribe to her channel kindly. Let's get her to 10K.
Ooh,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one, guys. Bye.